Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we re-dive in deep into a topic that can feel like a mystery novel. Understanding the silent signals of female attraction. A lot of communication happens without a single word being spoken. It's all about body language, subtle cues, and those little moments that speak volumes. So, how can you become a better reader of these signals? Let's break it down together. First up, let's talk about eye contact. This is probably one of the most powerful tools in nonverbal communication. If she holds your gaze for a little longer than usual, that's a classic sign. It's not just a quick glance, it's a deliberate look that says, "I see you, and I'm interested." Sometimes it might be a look, then a quick look away with a smile, and then another look back. That little peekaboo game with the eyes is often a playful invitation to start a conversation. On the other hand, if she consistently avoids your gaze, it might mean she's not interested, or she could just be shy. Context is key here. Next, let's look at her smile. A genuine smile is hard to fake. It's not just about the mouth. It reaches the eyes, creating those little crinkles at the corners. This is often called a Duchenne smile. If she greets you with one of these warm, genuine smiles every time she sees you, that's a fantastic sign. It shows she's happy to see you and enjoys your presence. A polite closed-mouth smile is friendly, but that full, toothy, eye-crinkling grin, that's in a different league. It suggests a level of comfort and genuine positive feeling toward you. Now, let's get into body language. This is where a lot of the subtle messaging happens. One of the biggest indicators is proximity. Does she find reasons to be physically close to you? In a group setting, does she tend to stand or sit nearer to you than to others? People unconsciously move closer to things and people they are drawn to. If she consistently closes the physical gap between you, she's likely comfortable with you and wants to be in your orbit. It's a subconscious way of saying, "I want to be part of your world." Another important body language cue is mirroring. This is when someone unconsciously copies your gestures, posture, or even your speech patterns. If you lean forward and she leans forward a moment later, or if you pick up your drink and she does the same, she is likely feeling a strong rapport with you. Mirroring is a natural human behavior that happens when we feel connected and in sync with someone. It's a powerful subconscious sign of alignment and attraction. You might not even notice it at first, but if you start paying attention, you'll see it. Let's not forget about preening or grooming behaviors. These are small, almost automatic actions people do to make themselves look more presentable when they around someone they attracted to. This could be things like her tucking a stray strand of hair behind her ear, smoothing down her clothes, or adjusting her jewelry when you're talking. These are little self-conscious adjustments that signal she cares about how she appears to you in that moment. It's a way of putting her best foot forward, quite literally sometimes. And what about physical touch? This is a big one, but it needs to be interpreted carefully. We're not talking about anything overt, but those light, accidental touches. Maybe she brushes her hand against yours when you're walking, or playfully taps your arm when you say something funny. These little touches are a way to test the waters and build a physical connection. They break the personal space barrier in a light and socially acceptable way. If these touches are frequent and seem natural, it's a very positive indicator that she feels comfortable and possibly attracted to you. Let's also consider her level of engagement in conversation. When a woman is interested, she won't just passively listen, she actively participates. She'll ask you thoughtful questions about your life, your hobbies, your opinions. She's not just waiting for her turn to talk. She's genuinely curious to learn more about you as a person. She'll remember small details you've told her in previous conversations and bring them up later. This shows she's not just hearing you. She's truly listening and valuing what you have to say. Another sign is a shift in her vocal tone. When we talk to someone we're attracted to, our voice often changes subtly. For women, their vocal pitch might become slightly higher and more varied, making it sound more melodic and engaging. It's a subconscious way of capturing and holding your attention. Pay attention to how she speaks to you compared to how she speaks to others. If you notice a softer, more animated tone reserved just for you, that's a clue you shouldn't ignore. Don't forget to look at her friends' behavior. Often, a woman's friends are in on the secret before you are. If you notice her friends smiling or nudging her when you approach, or if they conveniently find reasons to leave you two alone together, they might be playing wing woman. Their reactions can be a huge giveaway. If they tease her a little bit around you in a lighthearted way, it's often a sign that you've been the topic of their private conversations. Finally, one of the most important things to remember is to look for a combination of these signals, not just one in isolation. A single signal can be missed. Someone might be touchy-feely with everyone, or maybe they just made eye contact by accident. But when you start seeing a pattern, the prolonged eye contact, the genuine smiles, the leaning in, the light touches, and the engaged conversation all happening together, that's when you have a much stronger and more reliable picture. It's about the cluster of cues, not a single one. So, there you have it. A guide to decoding those silent signals of attraction. The world of nonverbal communication is complex. But by paying attention to these cues, you can gain a much better understanding of how someone might feel. It's about being observant and respectful. And remember, the best way to know for sure is always through clear and honest communication when the time is right. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Let me know in the comments if you've ever noticed these signals, or if there are any I missed. I'll see you in the next video.